Jerseys.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, let me quickly wait. Can we do some comments first? Let's get past.
Shall we finish with the comments, maybe?
Yeah, I thought I was thinking
sure.
of the comments.
Yeah, sure. Because I mean, yeah, okay. Because the comments actually leave, they end up right now on someone talking about the shirt, so it could be a good segue. But all right,
let's go to the shirt. So, have they published other shirts yet?
No, it's just the white one.
Just the white one so far. Okay, so now on your screen, guys, you can see the 2025-2026 home kits for Beşiktaş. White jerseys with a white bagel sponsor, black outlining with black and red accents. Guys, you've already seen the pictures. What are your first thoughts on our new home kit? Let's start with you, Kartal. You had some mixed feelings.
Yeah. The first time I saw it, I thought, "Oh, this is shit, man! Like, what have they done?" Then I looked at it some more, and I actually thought it's actually all right. But see, the thing that really upsets me is, like, see if they didn't feel the need to mess around by making one side of it the accents on one side red. I think, see if you just made it all black and just, it's a very plain shirt. If you just leave it with the black accents and the white shirt, I think it's a good shirt if it's just left with all black accents. I think the red accents kind of pull it from good to kind of meh / I'm not too sure about this. I mean, there's times I look at it and I actually think it does look quite nice, man. But to me, I think a Beşiktaş home shirt should be white with black accents, and if you're going to put red on it, it should be minimal.
Yeah.
And I feel like just like this past season, we've had a white top had red 3 stripes on it, which, as much as I actually really like the white top this season, I think in an ideal world is that kind of makes it look less like a Beşiktaş top.
One of the socks should be red too. Someone made that point, but
no, man, that's too far. Fuck that.
What do you think, Sinan? What's your first
impression? I don't know. I want to see it. I need to see the final thing. I need to hold my hand. I need to put it on. You know, I've had my opinions changed by seeing something in person so many times now. And I've, beyond that, I've had like negative feelings about shirts that halfway through the season become my favorite. And I was saying this in our little person, sort of producer chat, but it almost doesn't even matter what the design is. If we do something famous, no matter what the shirt is, we're always going to remember that shirt fondly. And in fact, in a weird way, it could almost help if it's a contentious design or even kind of quote unquote ugly. If we do something epic in it, it'll almost add a kind of charm to that. It'll become like a cult classic type thing. So, I don't know. I wouldn't worry too much about it. I'm hopeful that I'm going to like it more once I feel it in my hands and put it on. But sometimes you see them wearing it on the field and it's like, oh shit, that looks kind of cool.
Exactly. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting with this shirt, where it's like, it doesn't look great in the pictures, but I think this is one that will actually look much better if you see it in person and if you see it on the players. I know there's a model here showing it off, but like they couldn't have picked a worse model for it.
Yeah, and the little short shorts. Like, come on, guy. Yeah.
And also as well, like, see Adidas, man. Someone from the club needs to say, Adidas, see our home shirt pairing is a white shirt with black shorts. So see when they take these photos with these models, they should always have the model wearing black shorts, because I think the white top with black shorts is the best combination, I think, in football.
Yeah,
always.
I think with the black shorts, we'll have the half red, half black.
If you see this shirt on black trunks, it's immediately going to change it a little bit. But you know what? Looking at it now, I kind of like the fact that it's a very simple design. I
like that as well. I do like that. It's just this. As I said, man, see if they didn't mess around and make half of the accents red, if it was all black accents, I think it's like a 7 to an 8 out of 10.
Do you remember, Kartal, last season when we got to see sneak peeks of the white shirt? Was the map of Istanbul detail, was that clear in those pictures already? I don't remember.
No.
I think they said it was going to have some sort of thing about the
That's boss. Right. There was at least, there was like a heads up.
They never actually showed us the actual what was going to be on it, but this one we can clearly see there's no design on it. These are Adidas's official pictures that are going to be used because actually Adidas has restructured the way they work the tier system. According to Footy headlines, our shirts should be available for sale worldwide on Adidas.com. So these will be the images that will be used on Adidas.com for our shirts. So these are as official as it gets.
So I can order from Adidas.com, like the US website. I guess we'll see if they
should be able to. Yeah, I think so.
If Footy headlines are right, Sinan, you should be able to. Yeah, I'm hoping
That's
so.
Awesome.
You won't you probably won't be able to get names on them though.
Oh, so I'm sticking with my Kartal.
You'll probably still have to go through kartaljuvasi.eu.
Yep.
You know.
Oh man, these tariffs though. Oh, damn it! You guys know how much I spend on jerseys already. This is oh shit.
Is that only for but Sinan, those tariffs, is that also for if let's say I go and buy the shirts for you and then I ship them to you personally without like adding like the proof of payment and stuff like that. You know, if I just send them to you as a friend, so to speak, as a gift, I don't think the tariffs would apply to that, would they?
Maybe not. We'll have to be. We'll talk. We'll talk, Kaan.
Circumvented. Anyway, let's not talk too loudly because Orange might hear us. But
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you know what? The more I'm seeing this, I do think that because of the fact that it's such a simple design, and personally, I think the white shirt should be predominantly white with black. I agree. I like a nice black collar or something like that. Like for example, the 2017-18 white.
Yeah, the collar is a little
jersey,
lacking, isn't it?
Or the 16-17 white jersey that just had like a black collar. I really like that.
Is there a collar at all? Or does it just?
There is. It has a V-neck, but it's white, I think. So
yeah, white V-neck.
Yeah. But I do think once you see this on a black shirt, it's going to look decently. I'm very curious to see what the other two shirts are going to be. One of them is going to be a striped shirt, and the other one's going to be a black one. And I kind of feel like you really have to try your damnedest to ruin a black shirt. So fingers crossed that's going to be a banger.
This was a hell of a...
See, as much as I don't like red accents on our white shirts, because I think that's traditional, man, it should be... But I think, for example, see red accents on a black shirt look fucking great. Like the 14-15.
We've had some bangers.
Yeah, that was a fantastic shirt.
Yeah. Also, we've had the red with black accents, which is also pretty dope. Usually, I mean, we'll see how it goes. Let's just look. I'm not gonna get negative about it yet. That's all I'll say, because you really just never know what you're gonna hold in your hand.
I really feel like this is one of those shirts that I think it'll grow on you as the season goes on. Like for example,
it's not anything growing on me. I'm not going to lie, but it's just I wish they just fucking made all the accents black. It seems like they tried to get too creative, like they overthought it.
They got a little fancy.
I don't fully agree with you there, Kartal. I think they could have made I think there's a difference between accents and, for example, the stripes on an Adidas shirt. That's not an accent. That's something that's very predominantly there. I think that should be black. I think, but for example, the stripes on the collar, on the collar, on the sleeve. I think those could have been red. That wouldn't. Have been
I agree with that. Because you remember what I said earlier on. See, subtle white shirts fine. Like for example, see, on the 16-17 one, the trim on the arm, for example, at the bottom, the arm cuff was red. Like see wee things like that, or a bit of red on the collar is fine. But see when it's so prominent, like the three stripes are red and the accent down the sides, half it's red. I think that's too much, man. That's
what I mean. Like I think it's fine to have red accents, but they should be that. They should be accents. They shouldn't be a major part of the shirt, if that makes sense. They should be little touches. And I'll even go on a limb. If the Adidas logo on this shirt, on this new one, would be red, but a little bit of darker red, not too bright. Like for example, our red shirt this season, that is too bright. I think that's not a good tint of red. I think that's too bright. But for example, if you make this entire shirt black, if you make this entire shirt
white. Can you see this, guys? Kaan, can you see this? Remember that? That's an example of a. Oh crap! That's an example of a small red tint, right?
Yeah, this is an acceptable use of red in that opinion. Just a wee.
You like that, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
I see what you mean.
Exactly. I agree. That's the Umbro.
Or like, remember this one? There's like a very little bit of red there. I mean, it's black, granted, but you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's like use a little bit of red. I think this to make it, I was like, for example, I think if you go with an Adidas shirt and, for example, let's say you have a gray, but like a nice dark gray shirt, and then you do the 3 Adidas stripes, and you do a black one, a white one, and a red one. That would be nice, I think.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
Stuff like that. But I also think on this one, if you went, for example, the Adidas stripes black, maybe a little bit of a detail on the collar black, or even when you do a V-neck, you have the opportunity to do 3 stripes. So you do a black one on top, white in the middle, and then red on the bottom. And another opportunity is that you can actually make the Adidas logo dark red. Or even like with the Beko, you could play a little bit with the Beko. You make the inside of Beko black, and the outline, you make that red, for example. There's ways to do it, but a little bit more.
Well, I mean, look, if you want like a definite sort of silver lining or some definite good news, whether you feel nicely about this or not, the good news is it seems like we're definitely getting our shirts on time this summer, right? Like because of this this more strict regulation on the part of Adidas, we're gonna get some news soon, right? Like that's good.
Yeah,
that's exciting.
Expected to be released in June. Brother Jan, I think must have
in time for my birthday.
The 11th of June, which I was quite disappointed about because my brother and I's birthday is the 8th of June. So a few days before that, so we can maybe request them for our birthday, but it's going to be slightly after.
Ask for a gift card.
Just have a belated, or you could schedule your actual party for like a week late,
Yeah, I mean, if you subtly hint to your loved ones that you would like a kartal.eu gift card or something, or
my birthday is June 27th, so I feel like my shirts might even get here on time.
Are you soliciting for people to send you shirts? Yeah?
I don't know. I'll get my wife at the very least to get me. We'll figure that out. Yeah. So let's. Is that it? Are we done?
Yeah. Let's dive into the chat.
All right. Let's freaking do it.